What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And in this episode, we are essentially talking about cryptocurrencies. We're going to talk about some exchanges, how to look for the best exchanges, how the crypto market essentially works. We're not diving too deep into it today. Primarily, we're talking about the different exchanges, what to look for. Before we start diving into anything else, again, I'm no crypto expert. This isn't financial advice either. Again, that's why I have the scrolling bar on the bottom. But nonetheless, I just wanted to kind of, as I'm going through my journey with crypto, I've been an investor in crypto for a couple of years now, but now I'm starting to diversify a little bit more into some other coins. And as I go through this journey, I wanted to take you guys along with me. And in that way, whatever information I gather as well, I can add this to the channel. And that way you guys are informed pretty much just as much as I am in the crypto market, because a lot of different things, as you can see, cryptocurrency is making a bold statement in a lot of the moves that are happening. Big companies are allocating assets into crypto. Markets in themselves, right? There's a lot of different basketball team is playing players and cryptocurrency. Different venues and stuff are accepting cryptocurrencies. PayPal's getting on the cryptocurrency move as well. And you've also had Square and a couple other different payment systems that are also about crypto. So being said, I kind of wanted to, again, go over some different things. I got some different websites here I want to pull up to kind of give you an idea of what to be looking at and kind of what I've experienced along my journey so far. So the first one I do have for you guys is I want to share is, let me pull this one up. Let's see here. So the first one I got here for you guys, Coin Journal, it's a good place to check it out, but ultimately understand cryptocurrency and exchange. What is exactly cryptocurrency? Crypto, in a nutshell, right? To explain crypto to someone that is not technical, understanding that essentially crypto is being mined, right? So what is the cryptocurrency exchange? An online marketplace where you can freely indulge in buying and selling of cryptocurrency in exchange for fiat currency or other currency, cryptocurrencies. So that being said, crypto in itself, there's a more deeper dive into what exactly crypto is. I know a lot of people may not understand what crypto is. There's currencies, there's protocols. I myself didn't really understand what cryptos were until I started diving into it more. I understand the currency aspect of it, but I didn't realize that there are some coins out there that are actually that deal with protocols, that deal with different aspects of the blockchain. So if you don't know what blockchain is, I can get into a different episode of that. But this ultimately, I know people are probably wanting to, with the explosion in crypto, people want to, I'm sure, get onto the exchanges and realize how can you trade this stuff. I know Dogecoin has made a huge impact with Elon Musk and the people and Mark Cuban that are backing Dogecoin, only to see Saturday Night Live kind of drop that one and drop Dogecoin. But nonetheless, that is something else to keep in mind. There's a lot of coins that get pumped. Creating a coin is very simple. So being said, you need to be very mindful of the coins you buy. Good coins have good cryptocurrencies. They have good backing. There's good research and there are good projects, essentially what they are. They have strong teams behind them that are working on, again, protocols of the currency themselves. Bitcoin, again, is essentially the cornerstone to all crypto. From that being said, you have ETH, which a lot of people are starting to get into because of the smart contract. The smart contract essentially allows a lot more control over the cryptocurrency. So that's something to keep in mind why ETH is exploding. But one thing also to keep in mind is that ETH is something that there are gas fees related to that. And if you don't know what a gas fee is, essentially whenever you are trying to do any kind of trading of ETH, what essentially happens is you have to pay a gas fee. So if you hold ETH, if you change your fiat currency into ETH, you have to understand that you're going to be paying a gas fee, and that gas fee can regulate to some pretty extended numbers depending on the network, right? If the bandwidth is really, if the network, I'm trying to make this simple as possible. If the network essentially gets congested, you're going to pay some high fees, and you thought ATM fees were bad. It has nothing on essentially gas fees when it comes to ETH. This is a big problem that's been going on for years. Again, it's been trying to be solved. There have been many delays in ETH. Still hasn't stopped people from purchasing ETH in the current moment with the bull run right now. But being said, you have to understand that there's other projects out there like ADA and DOT that are trying to, and other protocols that are trying to deal with this gas fee, and why ADA or Cardano is another big coin that is going to, I believe, is going to overtake ETH at some point. I don't, in this current cycle, it's not going to happen, but I mean, anything is possible, especially in the crypto market right now. But to understand, there's a lot of projects that are being built on ETH because of the smart contract and the power that holds. So that's why ETH is becoming or overpowering Bitcoin. Bitcoin, again, is just a cornerstone. Really, it's very clunky in many ways, and even Cathie Wood has compared it to gold in many aspects in the crypto world. So just keep that in mind and realize that, again, ETH and possibly Cardano or Polkadot could be other big players in the upcoming future, but I don't want to get too deep into that. We'll talk about the exchanges a little bit more. I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit more insight. If you guys do like videos like this, let me know, drop a thumbs up and let me know. Also leave some questions down in the comments so I know what more videos you want me to make about. Again, this is more, I'll try to get more into the exchanges, but using an exchange versus a broker. Essentially, an exchange, you can change coins a lot easier. You're not paying any kind of fees as much as you would with a broker. A good example of this is you have an exchange, which is Coinbase Pro, which allows you to exchange coins a lot easier. You can buy and sell tokens a lot easier. So essentially, you can buy ETH, and then if you want to sell it, you sell it, and that ETH coin. Now, something to keep in mind in the process here, right, is you have your fiat money that gets turned into whatever coin you purchase. When you sell that, it gets essentially turned into USD coin, which is a stable coin, which means that that coin does not move. It stays, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it stays $1 to $1. So being said, when you sell, that's essentially what happens on an exchange. But being said, this is ultimately what's happening on Coinbase Pro. Now, when you use Coinbase in itself, that is a broker. And the broker, you're going to get charged extra fees. So anytime you want to make a change, you ultimately, but to even change over to Coinbase Pro, you have to understand that you have to start with the broker. You have to purchase whatever you just want to put some money in it. You can transfer that money, that fiat money or USD over to Coinbase Pro, which you can do that on exchange. Again, if that's another video you want me to do, I can do that. But you change it over to Coinbase Pro. At that point, then you can start changing on the coins that they have there. Again, so you'll get cheaper fees when you're on the exchange as opposed to the broker. If you're a person who just wants to buy and hold and invest, you can stay with a broker, but just know you'll be paying more fees. Also, there's many other different things that go on, right? You don't want to just keep your money on the exchange. There's a difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet or cold storage. That's another video I can get into, but right now we're just trying to get you to be able to purchase coins. The centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, local exchanges, fiat, pure exchanges. That's a whole other concept. I don't think you want to get too much into that. But what I wanted to really deep dive, because I don't want to make this video too long, but the support, these are some big aspects that even I've noticed on all these exchanges. I do have Coinbase, I have Binance, I do have, what else do I have? I have Gemini as well. I do have a little bit of KuCoin. as well as another exchange. But these are some of the things to keep in mind. The customer support. As far as support, what I've heard, I have never actually called support on any of these exchanges yet. Again, I am new to this whole crypto market, but the support, Coinbase I heard isn't great. Binance I heard is actually fantastic. But that's something to keep in mind when selecting a particular exchange, or essentially an exchange or a broker, right? So being said, another big thing is fees. Again, fees are quite high on some of these. I talked about gas fees. I talked about the difference between exchanges and brokers. Coinbase has really high brokerage fees. That's why a lot of people have jumped over to Binance. Binance US, for those people in the US, is actually really good. The fees aren't nearly as high. Yes, over time, the fees will come down once more people start coming into the crypto space. You have to also understand that only 1% of the world population is in crypto at the moment. So if you're getting in now, you're kind of getting in at the ground floor. As you know, this becomes more mainstream, then a lot of these prices and stuff will start coming down. One of the biggest things here too is security. Yes, I know a lot of people worry about this. Security is big. The best thing to do is find ones that have multiple authentication, whether that's via phone. I know Coinbase is pretty decent. Binance is good. Binance has a lot of different ways in which you have to get validated to be able to actually deposit money in there. That's something else to keep in mind. Is a lot of different times when you are trying to trade these. Sometimes you can send coins directly, like to Binance, and you can start trading, or to like direct deposit into something like Binance. You have to go through essentially the authentication and the validation process to be able to do that. So it does take a little bit longer. Coinbase allows you to get in there quick and start exchanging for coins. You also have ones like Robinhood as well. But those are more, you don't actually own the coin from places like Robinhood, or even places like Square as well is also a big one where you can purchase coins, but you're not actually purchasing the coin. You are more so allowing the company to purchase the coin for you, but you typically don't have control over that coin. So that is something to keep in mind when exchanging and picking the brokerage or exchange. So that is something to also keep in mind. Security is big. Again, every one of these been essentially been hacked, to be said. But that's just something to keep in mind. Everyone, as far as I'm aware, Coinbase and Binance, they have paid back everybody that is on coins from any kind of hack. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not FDIC insured, so that's also something to keep in mind. So when you're going into purchasing coins and stuff, there is risk there. So I wouldn't put your life savings in crypto. I would definitely keep some out. But if you want to turn a little bit into a lot, it's definitely a place where you can do that. And what I'm seeing, I really do enjoy about it. There's a lot to the crypto space. Just like there is in the regular stock market, and diving and fundamentals and stuff like that plays a lot more into, I think, in the crypto market, because of the fact that it's very new, it's very fresh. You need to understand the projects, what is going on. So security is big. Again, validation. You want two-factor. There's some that have more validation than others, but just keep that in mind. Ease of use. Some people like the Robinhood app, where they can just purchase it and it's plain and simple. Some people like more exchange, like Coinbase Pro, or even Binance, where you can chart and look at the price action of essentially that coin. So that's totally up to you. Payment methods is another big one too as well. I know, like Binance, there's a lot of delays. You have a 7-day hold on a lot of different things. Coinbase, I haven't had any issues with Coinbase. Again, the fees are high, but payments are quick and easy. I've never had any issues with payments, but again, the fees are quite high. So that's something else to consider. And supported coins is a big one. I know there's a lot of regulations coming out, so there's only specific coins you can get your hands on. Getting other coins can be quite difficult if you're trying to get some of those coins that are a fraction of a penny that blow up to, $10, $5, whatever the case is. So that's something else to keep in mind. But I found out that I've invested more. I just invest in particular coins that I believe in and do more fundamental research on these, as opposed to trying to trade them often. I do swing trade them like I do a lot of stocks. So that's one thing I do enjoy about it, is just kind of swing trading it. And so that's something else to keep in mind, are the supported coins. Again, as long as you stay in the top 10 coins, that will essentially help you get to where you want to go. Privacy is a big one. You can check out the privacy policies on different exchanges. Pretty much they're all going to sell your data, in my opinion. It really doesn't matter. That's how they make a lot of their money. So, and it is a new space. So being said, that's pretty much what I got on that one. So the next one I kind of wanted to bring up here was some of the different exchanges. Let me see here. And then that way you guys can kind of see, I'm really only going to kind of hit, I know there's a lot of different exchanges, so that's something to keep in mind. But I really only want to hit on ones that are essentially ones that I've actually traded on and heard good things. Like I talked about Binance and Coinbase a lot. These are Coinbase is more popular right now. Binance is actually, I think, way better than Coinbase. Again, the coins are different. They do have a lot of the main coins that you're looking for. If you're looking to just buy Bitcoin or buy ETH or buy ADA, both of those support that. So that's something to keep in mind. But ultimately understand that these are the front runners for now. Time will tell what holds from that point forward. BitYard I've never used. I've never really used any of these other ones. I have used Gemini, which Gemini is not bad if you're just buying and holding, but ultimately the fees are a lot. And the validation, I don't think the validation is okay. There's a lot of other things that come into cryptocurrency as well, that like staking and stuff like that, which is something I can get into later. Binance and Coinbase, they do a little bit of staking. So does Gemini, but ultimately understand everything that is held on these exchanges. They're essentially on a hot wallet, right? So being said, you need to keep in mind with security. If you are not trading these things frequently, it's important to get your stuff onto a cold storage. The Nano Ledger and stuff like that are things you need to research on cold storage. If you are, that way you can take it off network and actually have it on a physical device, so no one can actually get into it, and you get a passphrase to be able to get into that device. So being said, those are some of the exchanges. I know, again, Robinhood, Square, or some of the other ones. I bought some coins on Robinhood and on Square, but ultimately understand you don't actually own those coins. The exchange, again, the brokerage owns them. So being said, there's other ones like eToro. I haven't tried out eToro. eToro's okay. From what I hear, the UI is actually really nice. Here's another one as well. Let me pull this off. And let me pull this other one up. I got like a million tabs open for you guys. So like I said, Coin, Binance, Kraken. I hear really good things about Kraken. The fees. Here's some actually best for Coinbase for focused individuals and institutions. Low fees for Binance. Features and margin trading on Kraken. Large cryptocurrency sections. I've never actually heard of this one. SCXO. I've never heard of that one. Gemini, Bitcoin, Ethereum traders. Again, fees are going to be pretty high. Bittrex account security. This is from Business Insider. So These are the primary ones. Again, nothing is going to be fantastic right now, but ultimately, if you're just buying and holding, again, my favorite is Binance. Again, I hear good things about Kraken. If you're just going to buy and hold, Coinbase will work too. But just understand, again, there are a lot of fees here. If you want to stop the video and actually look through this list here as well, you can do that to see which one you really want to go with. Again, there's not a lot of there's a lot of exchanges out there, to be honest, but you have to understand that there are regulations coming down the pipe. And with that being said, some of these exchanges might not be able to be used. Binance at one point wasn't one you could use until they actually created a Binance US. And it also depends on the state too, because I think a lot of different states have different regulations. I believe in New York it is. There's a lot of I don't believe you can use Binance in New York. So that's something you also have to check out. Just be mindful, be wary. All these do have apps and work really well. Again, if you like charting, I would definitely say charting and watching price action, Binance and Coinbase. Binance over Coinbase, in my opinion, for charting, but that's just my opinion. Gemini, again, you get a very much a Square-like approach as far as the UI. I'm not sure about Kraken or any of these other ones, but just be mindful of that. And that's what I got for you guys. I know this video is a little long. I try to just want to kind of throw out some information out there, kind of feel out where you guys are at, where you guys want me to go, and then go from there, share some of my experiences. I wanted to get a video out, kind of give you guys some of the different exchanges that are out there, just to kind of inform you. Again, I'm newer to this space. I've been doing a lot of research on this stuff, trying to figure out what works best. I like to deep dive. I don't like to just randomly trade and put my money on different stuff. I like to try to understand what is going on as opposed to just sinking my money. Again, I've been a Bitcoin and an ETH investor a couple of years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago now. So now what I'm starting to do is look at different coins. I can do another video on different coins and stuff as well. Ones that I believe are going to, whatever 10x, whatever you want to see. But ultimately, I think a lot of people are moving over to the crypto space. So I wanted to get a video out that could help you guys. Again, remember to hit the like button if it does help you. If you got any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And until next time, guys, I will see you later.